So these are the 12 Hebrew months. The first one is called Nisan, and the eighth one, which is the one I want you to pay attention to, is called Heshvan. In the book Antiquities of the Jews by Flavius Josephus, we read this. In the month of Chanticus, which is by us called Nisan, and it is the beginning of our year, on the 14th day of the lunar month, when the sun is in Aries. So in Nisan, the beginning of the year, the sun is in Aries. So we have here the 12 constellations, and according to Flavius Josephus, the sun is in Aries in the first month, on the month of Nisan. So the other constellations in the skies follows the pattern as we see here. And the 8th month, which is the month of Heshvan, is the month where the sun is supposed to be at or close at least to the constellation of Scorpio. So the Earth is a circle and it's like a giant clock where the constellations are its numbers. The sun points the constellation while the moon shows the beginning of the month. The phases of the moon points the days of the month. When the moon is half, it's always the 7th day. The full moon is always the 14th day, then half is the 21st, and the moon disappears always on the 28th, until the sliver of a new moon is seen and the cycle repeats. So the first month, called Nisan, is when the sun is in Aries and the new moon is showing the new month. The Passover is when the moon is at 14th day of the month, it's a full moon, and the sun has gone through the constellation of Aries and is going closer to the constellation of Taurus, the second constellation. So if you go all the way into the 8th constellation, the constellation of Scorpio, this should be it when we see that the sun is pointing Scorpio while the new moon appears. So according to the Jews, their calendar points that October 2022 is the beginning of the 8th month, the month of Heshvan. Exactly here on the 26th day of October is the first day of Heshvan, as you can see here. And if we go to Stellarium, we see this. On the 26th day of October, there is a new moon. However, the sun is at Virgo, and the sun hasn't even gone through the constellation of Libra, which is supposed to be the 7th month, the month of Libra. So according to the skies, something is definitely wrong here. This cannot be the start of the 8th month. Now, with this information in mind, you can choose to believe what the Jews are saying if you want to. However, the clock in the skies disagrees with them, for this cannot be the start of the 8th month, which will actually be on November 25th, when the sun has passed the constellation of Libra and is clearly at the constellation of Scorpio, the 8th one from Aries. Clearly you can see that they are 1 month off.